Hi, I'm Lara.
And I'm Woody.
Welcome to Armed and Dangerous,
The show where different young people create different short films.
Today we have a very special episode focusing on a unique DVD produced by Blue Skies for Consumer Affairs Victoria and distributed to Victorian schools.
The DVD, entitled Consuming Clips, features 8 short films about consumer issues affecting young people.
Cliff went over to visit Consumer Affairs and to talk to the director about some of the issues raised in the short film. Take it away, Cliff.
Thanks, Lara. I'm here with Dr. Claire Noone, Director of Consumer Affairs Victoria. Thanks for your time, Claire. What things do young people have to look out for when moving into rented accommodation?
We say know your rights, know your responsibilities, and make sure you're fully informed. Understand what the residential tenancy agreement means. That's usually referred to as a lease. Make sure you've read it and make sure you have a proper condition report. We'd also suggest that you obtain our information using our DVD or the guide that we have that's required to be given to you. But make sure that you read that information and know exactly what you're entering into.
Why are leases so important?
Well, a lease provides you with a contract with the landlord that provides you with the security around your tenure. That is, if you sign up a lease, you should be able to live in that property for the time period that you've signed up for.
How can disputes in shared housing be avoided?
Well, like any shared situation, you need to be very clear, for example, on who's paying the bills, how those bills are being paid, how much the rent is, and how you are sharing the premises. You need to make sure that you have your lease and you're all signed up to the lease, that you've paid your bond, because that's important to know who's paid what amount and whether you'll be able to get that bond back, and to know who's got what responsibilities and what obligations. So really understand with each other what you've agreed to.
And who can help when disputes arise?
Well, certainly we always say you should try to solve your own problems, but if you do run into trouble and can't do that, then certainly Consumer Affairs can help you with your issues around your tenancy.
I had to find a room in town before my course started. Everything was top dollar. Then I saw this ad. $100 a week, plus bills. So I call up Brendan, and smooth as silk he says, well, I could move in. I should have known something was wrong because he didn't ask for references or anything.
So I put an ad in the paper and the internet. I got heaps of bites, but everyone was backing out because I didn't have the lease.
And he seemed like a pretty nice guy. So I thought like, whoa, I've landed on my feet. I'll pay a month's rent in advance, $400, and the bond, another $400, cash. No questions.
So this guy Andy gives me a call, which seems fresh and cashed up and no trouble. And I was feeling good, so I thought I'll give him the big room.
But when I go to move into the room, Brendan tells me that I've got the shoebox room instead. And that he's rented big room out to some mate that got in first. So I kick up a stink and he says, look, you get the small room or nothing. So what do you do?
So a few days later I come home and there's a suit on the door with a 14-day notice to vacate. So I told him I'd pay the rent. So I had to find a roommate fast. So when Andy gets home, I'm telling him he's having the small room. Why do I care? It's my house.
So I'm still in the small room and I'm asking when Brendan's mate's moving in. And he says there's been a bit of a change of plans. This girl Lucy's moving in and all she wants to do is party, party, party. And you know, mate, it's fine for a while, but then I've got to study. And then Brendan comes home with this flat screen TV saying that everyone has to pay bloody extra for it because it's his TV.
Well, Lucy loved the place and the TV was a big hit. She said that we'd get the cable and the net.
I come home, Lucy's crying, saying that Brendan's been hassling her for money. Then these men in suits arrive, asking me for some blokes I've never even heard of.
Next thing, the power's off. So I go down to the post office and pay it so I can get it back on. And I hit Andy at a few $100, so I had a bit of spending money.
Then Brendan tells me the power bill's like $300 and my share is like half, $150. So, like a mug, I pay him $150 for power used before I even moved in.
And get this, now Lucy's asking for her rent money back. So I thought, I have to get out of here.
Lucy tells me she's moving out. I've got no idea what's going on and Brennan's nowhere to be seen. Then I hear bang bang bang. It's the police with an eviction order. The copper says that Mr. Sood is here from the real estate agent and that they haven't received a cent of rent since the notice to quit was issued. And they say that I've got 15 minutes to get out or they'll throw me out and lock my stuff in. So I grabs my stuff and I'm back on the street, ripped off.
So I turn up at Macca's place and he's impressed by the TV and he says for $50 I can stay out back of his place if I bring it round. So I thought, alright, I'll go home, I grab the TV and on my way back I got picked up for this free ride to my new home.
I rang Consumer Affairs and they were really helpful. They sent me this book. Wish I'd read it first. And so my name's going to be on the lease, right? And I'll get a receipt? Yeah, sure thing. Thanks, Mum.